I was born here and pretty much raised here. My parents met at New Mexico State. My dad was in the Department of Engineering and my mom was in the education program. They decided pretty early on into their marriage that they wanted to stay in Las Cruces and raise their family here. My brother and I both went to all the local elementaries. We both went to Mayfield High School, and then I came on to New Mexico State into the School of Business. So I departed from the family tradition a little bit. Most of us ended up in the engineering side, but I'm representing business. The business computer system was really a program that was just starting, and I don't know how many people know about it, but it was really database systems which were coming into their foray really in the 1990s. And I love that idea of taking, one table here and another table here, and you're relating them to come up with a new answer. I thought it was the way to do business analytics. At the time, New Mexico really invested in students who came out of local high schools, and I had a President's Award, and it was the right decision for me. BCS students are committed. They are fun-loving, you have to be, and they are very team-oriented. And the school was somewhere where students supported other students. And I have seen other campuses where that's not true. It's important to me. I was one of the student graders. So I worked with Dr. Wayne Hedricks in the BCS department. I also worked with Dr. Robert S. Roberts. I love his name. And then in the accounting program, I worked with Dr. Mills. She was just starting her program that was it was a joint program with the engineering department. The fourth professor was Dr. James Peach. So I was in his economics class, which was by far my favorite class of all time. And I told him, I'm trying to choose between two graduate schools. And I told him what they were. And my final exam, he wrote back to me on my final exam, he's like, choose school X. And it was really incredible that he was so encouraging for me to go on and continue my economics program. I graduated in 1994, and then I left Las Cruces. I went on to Chicago. I went to the University of Chicago into their economics program. And then after that, I moved on to Cincinnati, Procter Gamble, the largest marketing company in the world, and had a great time there, but decided I wanted to become more entrepreneurial. So in 2000, I made the move to California, the one state my parents never wanted me to go to. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm still going. Luckily, I convinced my brother to go too, so they couldn't just be mad at me. And I started with Munchkin in 2000, and I've been there for 11 years now. Munchkin was started in 1991, May of 1991. It was started by a private equity person who decided he didn't want to be reviewing business plans anymore. He wanted to actually try to run a business. So he came up with this idea of launching a baby bottle, and that was the first product created by Munchkin. And then over time, we started getting into other cleaning accessory type items. We're sort of known for bottle brushes. Not a very exciting item, but something we sell 30,000 of them a week. So if you can imagine, we're in quite a few households with that one product. We now have 500 products in development, and we sell them through Target and Walmart and Babies R Us. My job took me to China. I go to the UK, I go to Germany, and I literally feel like I've been almost everywhere at this point, which is fabulous. I love walking in our warehouse and seeing efficiently picking product to get out the door, and I love walking into a Target store and seeing products that I helped create. At Munchkin, when you walk into that store and you're seeing a mom picking your product off the shelf, it's a feeling of gratitude or just self-fulfillment that I don't think that I got at larger companies. The class size is important, and there's so many bigger schools around here where there are 200 to 250 students, in a huge lecture hall listening to a professor that they're never going to meet. And at New Mexico State, I was in an average class size of 25 to 35 people. I knew my professors. I talked to them often in the hall. You're coming into a great teaching staff, a really small community where people get to know each other, and you can impact not only at the school, but in this town. Las Cruces is not a huge town, and New Mexico State is a big part of it. It drives a lot of jobs. It drives a lot of people coming into the city in terms of tourism. It is a fundamental part of Las Cruces, and if you want to be in a smaller environment and making an impact on your community, I think New Mexico State's a great choice. Part of my family's belief is you always give back to people you think made a difference in your life, and I've given back to New Mexico State as long as I've been able to, and I plan to do it in the future. It's important to give back to people who gave to you, and the school gave a lot to me when I was here. Always do the best that you can do, and it's okay to fail. And business right now is changing faster than it's ever changed in the past, at least from my perspective, the time that I've been in it. And quite frankly, we usually fail the first time that we try to do something, but then we respond very quickly and we come back at it for long-term success. And that's really what life is about, is there will be failures along the way. You learn from them and then you get better. And so don't expect for everything to be successful and everything to happen in 30 days. That's not going to be reality, but it will come to you. I mean, we're going to be on this planet a long time, and hopefully your whole career is exciting. It'd be really boring if everything came to you in the first 2 years. What do you do with the rest of it? I didn't get here from what I did. I really got here from what a lot of other people offered me, and from their support and from their friendship. And that happened before New Mexico State. I had some of the best teachers possible at Mayfield High School. I had amazing professors here at New Mexico State. I had great friends and mentors at the University of Chicago, and all of that propelled me into a business world that is harder, right? And we talk in life about finding mentors and finding coaches that are going to help move you through a university system that's there for you. It's just, it's almost natural. In business, it's not as natural, and without that foundation that I got along the way, I think that I would not have gotten to where I've gotten right now. So my educational years are the most valuable part of my life so far, and I thank everybody who's been a part of it.